my loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Seema. I wanted to answer one of the questions that I asked as a poll for you guys in terms of what video you wanted me to film next, and one of the prompts were how to identify your purpose and how to get excited about waking up every day. So in this video, I'm going to be discussing exactly how to do that for yourself and what I have learned in the process of me doing that for myself, showing up on YouTube, showing up on social media, coaching clients, building out businesses, building out programs and seminars, and just really, living in a way that is aligned. There is a feeling. It's a signal that you feel when you are in alignment. It's the same signal that you get when you sing a song or write a poem or do something that lights you up. I just hit my hand so hard. It's the same feeling that you get when you know that you are helping people. Purpose really is about showing up and being seen. It doesn't matter what your purpose is. Michelangelo was Michelangelo, and we know of him because he decided to be seen. Same thing with Picasso. Same thing with every great artist. It doesn't matter who it is. So it is very, very important to allow for yourself to be seen. That in and of itself is purpose. Now, whatever your passion is or your hobby is, you can use that combined with your pain. I talk about this all the time in my programs. Combine your passion with your pain in order to lead to purpose, for you to arrive at purpose. So write that down. Passion plus pain equals purpose. Why? Because with the pain that you've gone through in your life, you have a way out, you have a route, you have a way to direct people to solving their pain points, their problems, because you've been through the same thing yourself and you know exactly how to get there. So it is important to go through things in life. It is important to be built by your experiences. So when you go through pain, right, you learn. There's no other way to teach the human mind and spirit. So you surrender unto the situation. This is why I always say that anything that you have ever been through has always been for a reason and for a purpose, and for a very good one as well. Because this literally builds you as a human being. So when you go through pain, you have the blueprint on how to solve that pain point for somebody else. And you can discover your passion, the other side of the equation, by trying different things and seeing what sticks for you, or spending enough time alone that you develop a natural inclination towards things, and then you get addicted to it and you can't stop doing it. So for example, with me, my personal addiction is filming. I could film all day, every day, and I do. I film many, many videos. I talk. I love to sing. Anything that has to do with communication, right? Anything that has to do with teaching, anything that has to do with even beauty and the arts. I love it. It is my forte. So find out what that is for you and then go full force in it. And you don't have to look at anyone else's paper. Eyes on your own paper only. That is how you improve as a student of life, as a student of the craft, as a student of literally everything. And as a student of coaching, right? As a student of teaching what you know as well, which is the purpose part of the equation. So again, this all has to do with self-discovery. You have to discover what you enjoy doing. And then you can define your core values, and in that way you can create beautiful coaching programs and live your purpose in a way that amplifies your outer environment and changes the world one person at a time. You can also create a vision that excites you along the way and act out that vision step by step. It doesn't have to be all at once. And you can see that you are led as you allow yourself to be led and as you allow yourself to flow. So you can even think of yourself in a few years from now, like, where do you work? Where do you live? What do you wear? What do you drive, right? And allow these to be trigger points for you, trigger points for your visualization techniques that anchor you into your new identity. And then through that identity, you work every single day at improving your skill sets while being in that identity. It's through that identity that the new life formulates around you and that reality crystallizes around you, right? It has to do with an identity shift. So purpose is an identity. It's not a thing. It's not a destination you arrive at. Purpose is an identity. And every single person has multiple different purposes in their life because we never stop doing stuff. Don't you agree? We never stop doing stuff. So to arrive at just one purpose and to just do that only is good for a while until you realize and know that you've maxed out that avenue and you can move on to something else. Okay? So we have many different skill sets. We're very, very talented, all of this stuff. If you still don't know your purpose, if you feel lost, spend some time alone and discover what your natural inclinations are and then move in those directions and play. Always remember to play. Always remember to have fun. Hope this helped.